and welcome to the Room of Requirement. My name is Megan, and I have over 25 years of occult and esoteric study and practice. And today I'm going to be talking about a lesser known subject, or one that's commonly misunderstood, but that is the embodiment of the soul and advanced spiritual teaching. So let's just go ahead and dive right in with this one. This one is going to be fairly long. I appreciate your patience with this one, but I think it's really important for people to understand fully, especially if they're in the advanced stages of their spiritual awakening or enlightenment or ascension process. This ties in a lot to the video that I posted yesterday, so if you want to go check that out. If this is the first time you're coming across my channel, welcome. I'm glad to have you here. If you guys are interested in subjects like this, I would appreciate it if you subscribe, comment, like the video. It really helps the channel grow. If you are interested in who I am and what I'm about, you can watch other videos that I have. So basically, I'm a spiritual mentor, paranormal investigator, psychic abilities, the whole 9 yards. So, but I think right now, this is one of the most important things that we need to understand as we're trying to step into our sovereignty, step into our power out of fear and into love, and recognizing what the advanced stages of spirituality look like. I'm also going to get into a little bit into spiritual bypassing and kind of like the New Age love and light community and the truth about that. And so, if you look at my previous videos, the videos that I'm going to start posting are going to be dramatically different from that. I was in a different place back then, but now I've reached a level of really expanding my awareness past the old version of me that's recently changed. And so I'm going to start gearing a lot of my teaching and videos on these higher levels of spiritual awareness as more people are embodying their soul, getting past the ascension process, getting past the shift and all of that. So I hope you guys really enjoy this one, and I appreciate you sticking with me on this one. Okay, so the concept of the soul's embodiment is the physical body is a profound aspect of spiritual exploration, not an advanced level of spiritual awareness. This embodiment is not merely about the soul inhabiting a physical body form, but involves comprehending the symbiotic relationship between the spiritual and the physical realms. This presentation delves into the nuances of this relationship, exploring how the soul manifests through the body, the purpose of this embodiment, and the implications for personal and collective evolution. Okay, so we all know that the shift is happening, we're having massive awakenings, we are having spontaneous awakenings by massive amounts of people, and so like the old dogmas, paradigms, ways of doing things we're starting to get past that, and I want to start touching on these types of subjects now for those of you who are, more advanced, and then also people that are new to the path. If you come across this, I'm not saying that you can't understand this, but I wanted to put this out there so that you would understand it when this does happening, because time is speeding up. Things are happening quickly, and like I said, the old ways of doing things just aren't working anymore, and it's like we need more so that we can embody more of our true soul essence as we step out of fear and into love and make the transition to higher frequencies, different realms, and all of that. So instead of like reaching a plateau, this isn't happening anymore on a massive level. We are now going beyond that. So this is going to cover some more advanced beyond that, which you're usually hearing about. So definitely this is going to be super interesting. Hopefully this isn't something that you've really known about. Maybe this will be completely new for a lot of you guys, which I'm totally excited about. So make sure if you have any questions, drop them down below. Okay, so what is the soul? The soul is often described as an internal divine essence of an individual. It is the core aspect of one's true self, transcending physical existence and time. At an advanced spiritual level, the soul is recognized as a fragment of the universal consciousness intricately connected to the cosmos. The soul's journey involves multiple lifetimes, each providing unique experiences and lessons. This journey is not linear, but rather a tapestry of growth, learning, and evolution. Through various incarnations, the soul seeks to expand its awareness and develop deeper levels of wisdom and compassion. The process of embodiment. The incarnation process. The process of incarnation is the soul's decision to enter the physical body to experience life in the material world. So we are here to experience that which we are not on the other side. This is an extreme, dense version of this construct and realm that we are in right now. Okay. So this is why we have the incarnation process that only exists in this particular realm. This decision is made with the purpose of fulfilling specific life lessons and contributing to the soul's overall journey. The choice of body, environment, and circumstances are all integral to the lessons the soul intends to learn. Integration of body and soul. The embodiment of the soul in the physical body involves a harmonious integration of the spiritual and the material. This integration is essential for the soul to express its purpose and energies through the human experience. It requires an alignment of mind, body, and spirit to facilitate a balanced and fulfilling existence. So our soul body is actually connected through the meridians of our nervous system. Okay, so I just wanted to throw that in there because this is going to kind of wrap around for a full circle once I get done with the end of this presentation. So the purpose of embodiment. Spiritual growth and learning. One of the primary purposes of the soul's embodiment is spiritual growth. Through the challenges and experiences of physical life, the soul gains insight and wisdom that contributes to its evolution. Each life represents a unique opportunity for learning, allowing the soul to develop qualities such as love, patience, and empathy. Manifestation of divine purpose. The soul's embodiment also involves the manifestation of divine purpose. Each individual is believed to have a unique mission or calling, which is expressed through their talents, passions, and interactions with the world. By embodying the soul, one aligns with this purpose, contributing positively to the collective evolution of humanity. So we're always taught in the spiritual community that our ego is something that needs to be dissolved. It's actually a collection of all of our past life experiences, and we actually need the ego to navigate through our world, and it is what it is in essence is our complete and true authentic soul's expression, and we aren't supposed to limit this. This doesn't mean go around being a jerk. It just means that our egos can be used as a tool to remember who we truly are and step into our full authentic selves. Okay. Implications of embodiment. So personal transformation. The embodiment of the soul fosters profound spiritual transformation. As individuals align more closely with their spiritual essence, aka our true soul essence, our true blueprint, our true frequency, they experience greater self-awareness, authenticity, and inner peace. This transformation often leads to a shift in values and priorities, emphasizing love, service, and interconnectedness. Collective evolution. At a collective level, the embodiment of the soul has significant implications for humanity. As more individuals awaken to their spiritual nature, they contribute to a collective shift of consciousness. This shift promotes greater unity, compassion, and cooperation, fostering a more harmonious and sustainable world. So this would be like if all of us just did this all at once and embodied our true freedom of expression of our soul, of our authentic soul, the world would completely change on a dime, and we would be in, heaven on earth, or, if you want to call it 5D consciousness, or the shift, or the new earth. This would happen like automatically. Challenges and opportunities. So navigating duality. One of the challenges of embodying is navigating the duality of spiritual and material existence. The human experience is characterized by contrast, joy and sorrow, love and fear, abundance and scarcity. Embracing these dualities with acceptance and understanding is crucial for spiritual growth. Embracing authenticity. The journey of embodiment invites individuals to embrace their authentic selves. This involves shedding societal conditioning and fears to live in alignment with one's true essence. Authenticity empowers individuals to express their unique gifts and contribute meaningfully to the world. The dual nature of spiritual ascension. When most seekers begin their spiritual ascension journey, they're often captivated by the promises of expanded consciousness, heightened awareness, and transcendent bliss. While these experiences represent genuine aspects of the path, they constitute only half of the complete spiritual ascension process. The authentic spiritual ascension journey encompasses both elevation to higher consciousness and descent into our deepest shadows, a holistic process that transforms us at every level of our being. Understanding spiritual ascension. Spiritual ascension, at its essence, is the process of realigning with our authentic spiritual nature, a state where our soul's true gifts become fully expressed through our physical existence, and this means without limitation and without judgment. Okay, so rather than merely transcending the material world, spiritual ascension involves bringing higher consciousness fully into our embodied experience. This integration creates a bridge between spiritual wisdom and everyday reality, allowing us to live as whole beings, expressing our highest truth in tangible ways. The twin dynamics of spiritual evolution. Authentic spiritual growth requires both forces working in harmony, similar to the natural rhythm of breathing, which requires both inhalation and exhalation. One cannot exist without the other. Many spiritual practitioners focus exclusively on the love and light dimensions of ascension, avoiding anything they perceive as negative. While positive has its place, this approach often leads to spiritual bypassing, floating above our difficulties rather than integrating them. So if you guys haven't seen my video on integration, I just posted it yesterday. Please check that out, and this will become this will make a lot more sense. Okay. Beyond the light, only approach. True spiritual ascension requires first descending into our shadow material, confronting repressed emotions, acknowledging and integrating trauma, facing our fears and limitations, healing psychological wounds, examining defensive patterns and survival mechanisms. Even in the Christian tradition, Jesus descended into hell before ascending into heaven, a powerful metaphor for the spiritual truth that transformation requires engaging with our depths before we can truly rise. The illusion of external salvation. The Savior mythology. Many spiritual traditions unintentionally perpetuate that which we may call the Savior myth, the belief that something external will rescue us from life's challenges without requiring our active participation. This manifests in various forms: awaiting a religious figure's return, looking to advanced beings for technological salvation, anticipating cosmic energy shifts that will spontaneously elevate humanity. So when we stand in our authentic selves, we don't need anything on the outside of us to make us whole. That is, frequently taught in the New Age community, and I'm not knocking it. I mean, we were all there at one point, but once you reach a certain level, you realize that this isn't quite authentic, and it isn't quite the goal. Okay, so once you get a little, farther past this, you start to realize that you need nothing outside of yourself, that it's all within you. Once you step out of fear and into unconditional love, you no longer need anything on the outside of you. And this goes into psychological things too, and emotional therapy, all of these things. So I just wanted to throw that in there real quick. The psychological behind spiritual escapism. At its roots, this mindset functions as a psychological escape mechanism. When reality feels overwhelming, the idea that external forces will dramatically transform everything becomes deeply appealing, offering hope without demanding personal work. The deeper spiritual truth reveals that the qualities we project onto our external saviors, wisdom, compassion, healing ability, expanded awareness, are actually dormant aspects within ourselves waiting to be embodied. This is key, okay? We all have the ability to heal ourselves, to stand in our own sovereignty and take control of everything instead of searching for things on the outside of us. The transformation of consciousness happens through us, not to us. So it happens through us. It's kind of like the concept of you go to a healer and you think that the healer heals you. But what they are doing is triggering within you to heal yourself. So this is the basis of what I'm discussing here. Balancing cosmic forces and personal integration. Universal energies and individual responsibility. While cosmic energetic shifts are genuinely influencing our collective consciousness, there's a misconception that these forces alone will spontaneously grant extraordinary abilities without personal integration work. This perspective misses how spiritual evolution actually unfolds. Cosmic energies provide the foundation for transformation, but each new level of awareness must be grounded through embodiment and integrated through our personal maturation process. The marriage of cosmic and personal. Every expansion into spiritual realms must be anchored through corresponding inner work. The wisdom and capabilities that emerge through genuine spiritual ascension come from the synergy of cosmic energy with personal integration, not from cosmic shortcuts alone. The abilities that develop through authentic spiritual growth arise naturally as expressions of our true nature, but they require us to grow into them through necessary inner development. Embodiment, the foundation of spiritual ascension. Grounding heaven on earth. True spiritual ascension isn't about escaping the physical realm, but bringing higher consciousness into our embodied experience. This means anchoring spiritual insights in daily life, expressing soul gifts through physical action, integrating wisdom through bodily awareness, manifesting higher truth in practical ways, and living authentically in the material world. Bridging worlds. Without embodiment, spiritual experiences remain disconnected from everyday reality, like vivid dreams that fade upon awakening. The true transformative power emerges when we bridge the gap between spiritual insight and physical expression. The emergence of soul capabilities. Natural abilities awakened. When spiritual expansion is properly integrated through embodiment, remarkable shifts manifest in our lives. These aren't supernatural powers, but profound enhancements to our natural human capabilities, what we might call soul capacities. So we already have these dormant within us. It's about remembering who you are so that you can awaken these dormant abilities. As we align our physical existence with higher consciousness, we experience extraordinary shifts in how we navigate reality. Synchronicities become commonplace. What once felt like struggle transforms into surprising ease. Abundance manifests naturally as unconscious blocks dissolve. We experience a fuller emotional range. Internal conflicts diminish, creating external harmony. Enhanced perception and intuition. Our intention sharpens dramatically, offering clear guidance in decision-making moments. We access deeper levels of soul knowing. So this isn't a belief, this is a knowing. There's a complete difference. An unshakable inner certainty about our path that transcends thought. Many report enhanced sensitivity, greater creative flow, improved manifestation abilities, and a natural healing presence that affects others. Perhaps most significantly, we develop a profound sense of interconnectedness, not just intellectually, but as a direct perception of the invisible threads connecting all existence. Authentic power revealed. These capabilities aren't external gifts bestowed upon us, but the natural emergence of our authentic essence as we remove the layers of conditioning and trauma that have obscured it. They represent what humans are truly capable of when operating from embodied wholeness rather than fragmentation. The integration cycle, clear, include, transcend. Spiritual ascension follows a cyclical process of deepening awareness and integration. Clear. Begin to recognize and release stored tension and suppressed energy. Instead of avoiding discomfort, turn towards it, allowing old patterns to surface and dissolve. Include. As clearing occurs, deeper layers of emotion, belief, and energy emerge. Rather than resisting, integrate these aspects, allowing them to reshape your perspective and actions. Transcend. With integration comes profound shift. You see yourself more clearly, free from the distortions of the past wounds. Compassions, purpose, and authenticity emerge naturally. And this also happens in our physical reality too. Once you have the eyes to see, you see it everywhere. This process repeats at progressively deeper levels, each cycle expanding consciousness and embodiment. Practical guidelines for ascension journey. As you navigate your spiritual ascension path, maintain body awareness by anchoring attention in physical sensations and subtle energy movements. Welcome uncomfortable emotions as messengers rather than threats. Use your heart center as a transformer to process difficult experiences. Trust that challenging periods reveal important growth opportunities. Experience the natural balance between conscious awareness and subconscious healing. Practice grounding through body-centered techniques. Harmonizing heaven and earth beyond spiritual bypassing. Spiritual ascension isn't merely about reaching for transcendent states. It's about bringing heaven to earth through our embodied experience. By embracing both the expansive and contradictive aspects of the journey, we move towards genuine transformation rather than spiritual bypassing. Wholeness integration. This path isn't always comfortable, but it leads to something far more valuable than temporary bliss. Authentic integration of our highest truth into lived experience. This integration allows us to become channels for spiritual wisdom in the physical world, expressing our unique soul gifts in service to all. Realized authentic power. In this integration, we discover that the extraordinary capabilities we've sought were within us all along, waiting to be expressed through the courageous work of becoming holy ourselves. These capacities aren't escapist fantasies, but practical expressions of our authentic nature, helping us navigate life with greater ease, purpose, and impact. Spiritual ascension isn't about transcending our humanity, but fully embodying it, with all its messy beauty, profound depth, and unlimited potential. It is a sacred dance between heaven and earth, between light and shadow, that we discover who we truly are. Okay, you guys, I hope this really resonated with you. If you have any questions, please go ahead and drop those in the comments below. Like I said, more of my content is going to be more like this. It's going to be deeper. I want to take a deeper dive into the shifts that we're going through, higher levels of spirituality. Like I said, this is what I'm being called to do. I've been super inspired lately to go in this direction. And so I hope this content is resonating with you. If it doesn't, that's okay too. But I just want to, bring up these different subjects so that you can understand them on a deeper level and really help you to see things from a different perspective. That is my whole goal. I want to help the awakening process for all of you guys. So this is pretty much all I have. If you haven't subscribed yet, I would really appreciate it. If you have any personal questions that you don't want to drop in the comments, just go over to my description and click on my email address. You can email me anything. I have links in my bio if you're looking for mentoring sessions. But until then, I will see you guys on the next video. Bye.